how about we do like this? I don't necessarily have the name of the game yet. Also, I'll just kind of cover the news of what I care about alongside while I'm researching, right? So there's nothing actually to rant about. Okay, my mom's back. All that shit's fine right now. For now, it's the first fucking day she's back. The first fucking few hours she's back is still kind of annoying, actually. Today. Okay. Or is it not? The hours. Okay, it's probably a day. I don't even fucking care anymore. I'm literally on that fucking... No, it must be today, right? It must be Friday, so... And today is Saturday. And I lost my train of thought. Well, I like the 4 competition show, TV show. Singing competition TV show. You can probably check it out for yourself. I'm not actually willing to look at it myself and add it to the list, because for me, you know, talent competitions does not draw me attention in any way. It's more of a celebrity show. Celebrities care about it more than fucking normal people. Think about it this way. Especially if, you know, some famous people show up there themselves. But it's just a TV show. It's just lame. But what I like about it is the idea that, and again, it's not the main theme. It's just something that I'm thinking about as I need to review this list all over again. And probably a good way to do it is to actually do it the other way around, because I felt like, yeah, there's sometimes people who are willing to go into a battle straightforward, but there's some people who are holding a chair, and you never really know whether they're powerful enough or not. So the best thing to do is just grab graduates and attack the fucking castle that we have here. Not sure if I will allow my own people to compete in this thing, because we have way too many points. I don't want to lose those points. But why not, right? Like, why not crush the competition? Who cares if they get a few points? But it gets pretty fucking crazy, okay? 10% of Ari's points would be 500. Would be instant graduation, which is like, yeah, nice battle. Nobody's gonna win against Ari, but, you know, Ari has to do 10 times better than you in order for you not to, you know, to gain nothing, to just come out as equals. Like, it's almost impossible. If let's say, yeah, equals, yeah, potentially nothing happens in that sense of a battle. So there's I didn't quite like adopt it how it all works, but yeah, if you do 10, if you need to do 10 times and you meet the requirement, right, you don't actually lose any points. Nobody gets anyone's points, but if you go above the requirement, now you start gaining something. So that's the whole point. People have to go above the requirement, or people have to drag the requirement out of their hands and they can't fucking make it. So the requirement is usually given to the highlighted person that's on the field. And this is how we kind of gonna do it. The triple battle, I mean, come on. Cosme can find another fucking deal to deal with. And Lava needs to fucking become pre-graduate at least. So it's more, there's way too many questions here. than actual possibilities, I would say, for the battle to happen. Beldelphine versus Boogie is a little bit more realistic. And again, you have to be a graduate. You have to have a decent amount of points. You have to be being cared for quite a while. To hit 250, it's pretty damn difficult anyways. And I have a batch of new points, but there's not necessarily new people that's gonna come in, right? I'm just gonna do 5. And someone graduated, actually. Emma Watson. Oh, fuck my life, dude. Alright. Interesting. And nothing else happened. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Yeah, Emma Watson is a little bit weird. She is attractive enough to fucking graduate, then that's it. And she probably has enough videos to fill in the void of like, oh, I might not look extremely attractive and I might not be a fucking superstar, but I have stuff to say and talk about. And talking points are the crazy new attraction these days. The crazy new TV show. Someone making points. Holy shit. For me, at least. I guess I'll just say it. Congratulations. Besides that, I watched Antoinem and there's some kind of the core thing going on. Let's look it up. So, there's some kind of game engine. Right. I need to check it out. Download core. There's a bunch of games being made. And I do feel like I want to fucking get on board here. Because it looks kind of cute, right? And, you know, I don't want to fucking pull too much effort into this mining magnate. So someone is trying to do the Minecraft bullshit. Or whatever. I need to basically try a few games. Maybe, you know, the fucking Antoinem, okay? Antoinem screwed over my plans. Now I have to fucking pledge the Legion to the Ants again. And I used this link. I'm gonna check this. Plans for next year. That's how big these things are, okay? My next year might be compromised. And I have to fucking do programming again. Just because I can. Just because it's probably made super easy right now. And I don't have to worry about it. And because the games are free, potentially the code is also available. So I can dismantle games and I can like just enter an entire fucking new world for the next year. Wow. And I'll try tomorrow and tell you guys what it's all about and how many points Antoinem is gonna fucking crank up. What the fuck, dude? He definitely needs now. So there are certain people who definitely need attention, right? Like Lava needs attention in the first place. And actually she had a bunch of points, but she lost them. And it feels so fucking bad to say this. What the fuck? You lose a bunch of points. Did Lava really not do anything? Gained nothing this whole fucking time. Besides those scraps of points. I'm not looking. What about Lava though? Yeah, what about it, asshole? Okay, I don't care, honestly. There's probably, yeah, nothing I can do, honestly. And then Lava starts stalking. She was my teammate when I was chatting with myself, my soulmates. That's right. So Antoine needs a battler. I'll let Lava battle. However, and this goes with Antoine and anyone who didn't graduate it, I give them 1k points. Alright? As if they have 1k points more. Which is ridiculous. Let's just tone it down a little bit to 1.5k. Which is like, you automatically graduated. So you have a lot to lose, basically. A lot to lose. But this wouldn't work. This just wouldn't work, man. Oh man, so how would he make it work? Because the battle function is a function, right? It just works how it works. It would have to be a different sort of function. Or, yeah, Lava gets 5, yeah, that's how we do it. We give her 500 points, and then battle. That's how we're gonna fucking do it. See, I don't need to mess up the function. In fact, yeah, there's probably a way to do it even easier. But the idea is, yeah, there is actually a way to do it, because now with the functions, I can do sub-functions. So where I write that I add, you give a name, you give this much influence, and then you write the second thing, or the battle, and then you take away their influence at the same time. And they might even end up with negative influence. Congratulations in that case. So yeah, I can actually write it down, but I don't think it's necessary. This looks like a simple and very rare function. Alright. Yeah, you can tell I'm in a fucking next level dimension completely. Starting from scratch. Programmer on the next dimension. A YouTuber, but a programmer, but kind of making games. Kind of trying to do that. Kind of trying to fucking make music next year, huh? What is that all about? Alright, so pre-graduates. No. People below 250 that can battle will receive 500 dummy influence. Dummy dollars. Let's put it this way. Dummy, so we can beat up the dummy, you know? You really want to battle? You sure about this? And I'm sure that Lava and Venom is okay. So who's Antoine and who's he's beating up? Let Notch fucking deal with Antoine. Fuck yeah, dude. Let Notch beat him up once and for all, man. Or the other way around happens, you know? What if I actually adopt the whole deal? Actually, it doesn't feel even that bad to just give them... because, yeah, Antoine gets 500 points and it's actually bigger than Notch, but that's what you gotta do. You gotta be the bigger boy now. I'm sorry. Just how it works. 50 points away from being a normal human being. Whoops. So it would look like 700 versus 500. Which is still 1.4. Damn, dude. Triple battle. My ass, dude. My ass. What would lava be? 670, I think. Versus insane amount. But Taylor has to fucking do it, man. We deserve to lose this one. 4.2. That's coefficiency, right? It's the betting coefficiency. If you haven't figured out. Okay. 2x. Alright. And Emma Watson, she just graduated. Okay, no, that's boring. Anything else I need to do? Yeah, so the battles are gonna line up. It's gonna feed into YouTube Rewind. And I still don't necessarily know how it's gonna happen, but I'll make a test version, test run. We'll figure it out. Right now, I think it's about time to fucking finally chill. One thing I can chill about is Hearthstone, which kind of got disconnected. That's fine. I really hate Hearthstone to some degree. On standard, it's... Oh, yeah, actually... There's a specific way to like Hearthstone, I would say. You just have to play the most broken decks. Obviously. I had a HS replay open. You just have to pick out the best deck and play. And you have to... If you don't have legendaries, that's fine. They boost your win rate, but they are legendaries. You must understand. It's played win rate. The legendary played win rate is actually better than a regular card win rate for a good reason. Especially high cost card win rate is also higher than a regular card sometimes. If it's actually a good high level card. But that's basically, yeah. Experimentation on Hearthstone standard is highly discouraged, okay? There's a little bit of tweaking that you can do to a deck to make it a little bit more fun or something. It's probably not going to ruin it, but you don't want to play garbage. Okay, you kind of have to give up to the metagame because there's always going to be broken cards. There's always going to be power creep, and you have to kind of concede to that, and you must be able to see that through as well, of which is the best class and which deck you can actually like craft easily and play easily. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to play decks. Who knows? Like the stupid mage, like whatever you prefer. But in general, I wouldn't say that you can actually play whatever you want on standard. I'm kind of giving up that idea actually, because it's a very expensive idea. I would say it's very frustrating and expensive to see banned cards being played constantly simply because they're too good not to be played. But this is the frustration that I've been always following in order to learn more about Hearthstone. And I have to say the other side of Hearthstone, Arena, is way more rewarding and fair, but boring. So you pick your poison, man. And while I was frustrating myself, it definitely wasn't boring, but I was never capable of winning any games or just, you know, feel like I'm under control of something. I can make truly meaningful decisions of the game, of of when to concede or not. Of just like, unless you're playing like very, very well made deck, you can't win very easily. Unless you doing that 60% win rate or above, you will feel bad playing the game. And that's the whole point. Because if you keep bumping into terrible players playing the best decks available, and you're trying to experiment and all that shit, you're trying to invent a combo deck, the problem is, the problem is going to be, first of all, Hearthstone has many problems. It's already a meme, just like every game has many problems, but this is how every single problem is going to be introduced. Well, you have many problems, and one of them is every deck should have its own ladder to climb. How about that? Then those decks get separated. The win rate pretty much separates the decks away from each other. So you pick up a new deck, well, you have to climb up all over again. But every single time, you have all these different ladders. And now, it's very difficult to establish, because what does it mean to, like, change a deck a little bit? Well, you probably have a side deck all of a sudden. Side deck of allowed cards that can still go into the deck, but you have a very, very strict deck now. Okay, you can't necessarily change, and there's probably like a few wild cards that you can still have that you can completely change out from the main collection, but that would be a little bit too much. I think side deck would actually just work, and then you confirm the deck and you start climbing with it, and it should be even faster, because like, who can afford switching decks anymore? And your overall score should be with how many decks you were able to climb and how far, should be an overall score. It's not exactly an impossible thing to imagine, I think. And but the reason why this is so problematic that this thing is not in the game, you switch your deck, you start experimenting, and you will always rank yourself down, because you're doing something that's lower level right now, that belongs to lower level. So you're kind of ripping yourself apart. You don't necessarily belong where you belong anymore the moment you start experimenting, because most of the time you're gonna climb with good decks and rank down with bad decks, and you will start kind of weeding out the bad decks. You don't want to play with them anymore. You feel very punishing. It's just what's gonna happen, or you're just kind of gonna improve, or you're gonna get stuck with a certain deck for a little bit of time, and the moment you start again experimenting, it all comes down, it all comes crashing down, and it fails naturally. But you don't want to fail. That's not what life is about. Life is about experimenting a lot, and this is what makes Hearthstone so unappealing and boring. So Hearthstone is now super boring. There is no experimentation. Everyone wants to win. Everyone wants that shit. The best thing that Hearthstone could do is give you 100 deck slots. 100. And even like, at least an ability to enter code to quickly assemble a deck. Okay? It should have this functionality. There's already this functionality outside, but in general, like, it's super needed. I'm still not exactly sure how decks get assembled, if they are. No, they can't be. Right? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think they get assembled, actually. The mods are so fucking OP, they can actually assemble the deck automatically. It makes sense, but it still doesn't necessarily solve the problem that, you know, like, it, again, you have to just adopt the goddamn feature of codes of more deck slots, and most importantly, that this ultimate idea of every deck is different. It has a different purpose, alright? It has a different age, you know, and with experimentation, we would get more interesting metagames and whatnot, and at least we would belong to different metagames in the first place. We would be able to explore what is in lower ranks and in higher ranks and whatnot. And another super important factor about Hearthstone that breaks the game. Hearthstone has another problem. Roping my ass off. Okay? Why is time in such a low esteem? I'm still not satisfied. Time should be in such high esteem that if you steal a minute more than your opponent steals from the game, fucking 1 minute, I get a free coin for that. I become a little bit richer from that. And maybe I get gonna okay, maybe not an actual in-game coin, because that would be illegal trading, okay? Nobody likes that. But it's still random encounters with people, so I would rather say, like, it could be an actual real coin that gets transferred from their account to yours. Fuck yeah, dude. If you're playing standard, let's go. Not only you get a coin to your hand, you also... It could be used as a strategy, obviously, at some point in the game. But it's just so lame, right? If you wasted one more minute, so that's the solution that I have. If you wasted 1 minute more than your opponent, you have to give 1 coin. Okay. Actual coin from your fucking pocket, and a coin in just 1 mana crystal. It's like, thank you. Now I at least have a chance to win, for sure. Okay? That's the whole point that I'm trying to make. It feels extra annoying when you know you're sitting next to a life coach who's taking things either too seriously or is abusing you, because that's a part of the game too, apparently. You know, like, fuck you. Never add abuse as a part of the game. That's kind of fucking stupid. But in other words, never reward abuse as a part of the game. As if... Same goes for, like, quick decks versus slow decks. I think that problem is actually going to be alleviated with experience, because that's what you're going to be earning after each battle. It's still not told whether that's the case, that longer battles are going to give you more experience than quicker battles. But if that is alleviated, I'm glad. But let's just remind people more deck slots. And deck codes, please. And maybe even goddamn trackers of some kind. Not necessarily deck trackers, but just trackers in general. Like, even just revealing that a different card back because a card generated another card. So you kind of give a tracker of what... It changes the card back a little bit or something. Trackers are just super important, I would say. Oh man. It would help, you know, like, orient yourself a little bit. Even like changing the secret a little bit color-wise if it was generated by a spell or something. Or at least you can look at it as such. I don't even know if you can once the secret is played. But that's just, you know, there's so many things to track that sometimes you don't want to like hover over a deck to just know how many cards you have. You just need a number there attached to it. It's kind of fucking weird. There's so many trackers missing. Galakrond tracker that's being used. Bomb tracker. The shards, the soul shards tracker. Pretty important trackers out there required. And they're not in the game. That's kind of fucking stupid. Like, in these days cards do so many crazy things, but we don't have a single fucking tracker. Okay. We don't have a tracker for our hand size, we don't have a tracker for our deck size. We can only hover over to fucking reveal a tracker. Oh, it's there. So cute, isn't it? It's a little bit frustrating. Anyways. So yeah, and people are trying to like desperately fix these problems that other games have. It's kind of hilarious. But, you know, we're not gonna get anything better outside of Hearthstone. You know, where the community is gonna be all the solutions, and people are gonna be exploring for more and more ways to just figure out what can be done, what can be helped. Trackers for losing and winning battles too, of just the win rate would simply appear just because now every single deck has its own ranking system. Those trackers would appear. But it's kind of very much needed. Anyways. So, you basically start to understand what Hearthstone is about. And potentially... For me personally, I can't force myself to play a shittier deck, I would say. I probably would just love to play the best deck available to me. That is, I will switch a few cards here and there, but like, fuck it. I'm not gonna try and struggle through the game and pretend that every deck can win, because that's not true. Most of the time, Hearthstone has a very specific way of allowing you to win. It's just who plays most stuff more efficiently. It's just, that's all that is. But some things are way too efficient, way too good, and you must not... you must keep it under your radar that those cards are broken and need to be played, and you need to like tolerate them being played in the game, which is you need to play around them too. So that's about it. There's not much you can do about it. I don't know, he just talks about potential threats that Hytale could have. And I feel like it's appropriate to counter-attack Minecraft at the same time while I'm attacking Hearthstone. Just for the sake of fun, I found one fun question to explore. So you see, I put Minecraft on one side. I put the jail system of that community is in. They're trapped pretty much. And that even raises a lot of questions. But you kind of see the idea, right? It's similar to Hearthstone. People trying to pitch in, people trying to help. There's a specific layer of help that you can do, which is map making. Alright? Which kind of the king of the jails, basically. And again, AdventureCraft was supplementing this thing. So I was on top of everything, basically. I was dealing with the highest level of experience, and I pretty much took the crown. I don't know, dude. How else do you take the crown? You survive long enough and you keep talking about it as the greatest experience I ever had. And nobody else had this experience, apparently. But that's just, my personal thing now. And if it's personal, if people don't understand it, I still treat it as a greatest victory of all time. It doesn't matter how many people contribute, it means that the story makes sense to me. So you transcend through jail, you climb up all the way through. Which was a lucky move, I'm not gonna lie. I ignored most of the parts of community, let's put it this way. But mostly it's modding, I think. I mean, I didn't ignore Ethermod or whatever, which was cool, but wasn't good enough, I would say. Because Minecraft wasn't good enough, but AdventureCraft was. And that's what made the fucking difference there. Not only you have to climb to the map section, you have to find that secret fucking section as well, which is ridiculous. It's a ridiculous feat of survival, and now I just kind of want to call it luck at the same time. The pathway, because like I did it so quickly. I figured out Minecraft so quickly, and someone else figured out Minecraft in order to be able to even create this whole fucking package. That's crazy. I still never really encountered anything like it. Or, if there is something like it, people would have to play it and expose it to some degree. So it was not just luck, it was just like ultimate luck. Because nobody really exposed AdventureCraft, I would say. Minecraft remains this thing that trapped. Oh yeah, and servers, mods and servers. Okay, we have mod servers. In fact, if I type servers here, maybe we get an insight. Oh, son of a bitch, Groovy, shut the fuck up. Oh, Groovy, you piece of shit. Maybe I wasn't making points then. I thought I made points about what kind of things there are in Minecraft. So I don't know. There's a server work, mod work, map work, and there's one more. Because usually there's 4. And maybe it's some kind of vanilla experience related thing. Building, yeah. Building also is a thing. These things are in jail. These things are very much bound to the Minecraft and can't necessarily transcend from that category, because like building is solely Minecraft. You can't use other fucking You can't talk about killing Minecraft and just introducing like a building simulator, because everyone will use Minecraft all the time. That's what they're familiar with. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, so in the servers, pretty obvious, right? Why they're bound to Minecraft as well, and how difficult it is to be unbound. So there are some bound things, and maps are not actually bound to Minecraft. Like, that's fucking weird. Well, they're not bound to any specific version of Minecraft. And map as an experience is actually transcendent to just a playthrough experience, which you can get from any kind of game, especially if it's free. So as long as you're being provided with the entire file, Minecraft is not free, but potentially there are things that could be free. There are things that could even transcend AdventureCraft and just give you free stuff. If you know, I'm looking at this shit and I'm like, wait, Antoine, you fucking asshole. Maybe you found something. So if you can find a place like that, just this is literally a perfect example because these things are free. These things you press play, and these are game developers basically toying with this new system of programming. It's gonna be amazing to me. Learning and doing this stuff. So, looking forward to it, and I hope you are guys too. What the fuck? What is gonna happen next? I'm almost scared to learn about it. But in this system, what is my interest specifically is the Hytale kind of playing a bad cop. I called it a good cop, bad cop simulation. And I want to know exactly if this is in tune. Can I learn more about this idea? Does it make sense? So when I call something, what is good bad cop? So and here's the fucking kicker, and you will feel the fucking kick in your fucking stomach, man. Bad cop tries to be your friend. Good cop teases you. This is what's happening right now with Hytale. You're just being teased to death. They're not gonna release their fucking game. They're just not gonna release it. They're just gonna fucking fuck it up one way or the other. Okay? And even when it's released, it's gonna have a different set of problems that a good cop would have. So we can look even a little bit to the future while they're teasing us, right? Minecraft did not tease at all, nobody. Oh, you wanna buy? Okay. You can buy. You can buy into it now. I released the game, okay. And the Minecraft history was, you know, open. Not open to interpretation. Okay, and ideas. What could happen? I wonder how Minecraft is gonna play like. No, you just take it and do stuff, okay? And it's a very simple thing. I don't know, man. How do you fuck it up, right? But that's the weird part, right? That's when the Hytale says, "Oh, I'm not actually trying to kill Minecraft." Yeah. But they still represent Minecraft. A huge portion of Minecraft community, like insanely big portion, I would say, because this is a portion of people interested in the next level, basically. But they're being teased because they're now part of a community of some kind. They have to understand what they're doing. They're actually tapping into Minecraft community, and they have to provide something to them. But they but they don't, for some reason, they feel insecure to release it right away. Which is very questionable behavior, I would say. Just release it right away. Minecraft did it. Can you follow an example too? Or is it just like a server behavior? If something goes wrong, everything goes wrong? I don't think so, man. There's a, you know, I look back, or I take a step back, and every single game that's meant to be played is supposed to be simple too. And it's a point, okay? Only simple games are meant to be played. Hytale is already on the edge of having too much features, too much to do. Just, what's the point, man? I am happy running around and collecting butterflies in Skyrim, and I don't care whether I can dig a hole or not dig a hole. Okay, whether I can chop down a tree or not chop down a tree. I'm happy hunting down and mining. Even though Skyrim is fucking unbalanced as fuck, man. I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm patient still. But that doesn't mean like I'm fucking so fucking excited anymore. I'm not excited. I might not care that much when it releases. And that's where teasing itself goes wrong very much. It's almost like instead of actual words, we have a different set of what Hytale operates as in order to take a chunk of community. The visual presentations. Well, the servers are the servers, because Hytale is a thing from Hypixel. Mods are mods. You can have discussions about Hytale in any community you can find. That is your modification of experience of teasing. Like, you can start getting a weird sense of reality all of a sudden. A weird sense of belonging to something. Especially if you go too early into this thing. I just absolutely hate this ideology. And I know programmers actually do this. They hype something and they crash hard. Wow. Okay, that actually happens more often than you think, because I'm kind of one of those examples, but I was surrounded by examples when it comes to recreating Minecraft or trying to beat Minecraft in any capacity whatsoever. There's so many people that crashed and burned, and the fact that Hytale is doing well, it's crazy because it also has so many features and so much fucking stuff to look forward to. And like, whoa, they actually made it this far? Well, that's crazy. But they didn't, because they haven't released the goddamn game. And I don't want to fucking sound like a repetitive fucking point. It's a massive point. It's a huge point. It's an eternal point now. Yeah, because I'm not being completely teased by like, but yeah, I at least know in 4 years we're gonna get Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever, potentially. But I'm no longer being teased by new games because they're just hard to run on computers. They're just hard. Okay, now they're getting laggy, they're getting out of control with everything you can do in those games and how long it takes to learn. I don't know, it just feels too overwhelming, I would say. Even just picking up a new card game would take a little bit of time to get used to. Because you don't know, you're entering a new environment entirely. That's a big deal. So dealing with those things, like, holy shit. Programmers would love privacy, would love players not actually engaging with their game yet, But how long is this gonna last? You know, this is another thing I would think. Nowadays, releasing a game is even more extreme. Okay. Besides, like, people will expect support, people will expect updates, but most importantly, the balance will be need to take care of, and the balance will always be an issue of every game ever. I would say it's just impossible to actually find the right balance and find the right even activities to do. Now, picking up Minecraft formula and just improving on it sounds super easy, right? And sounds like a Minecraft killer is way around the corner, but you still need to know what the formula is. And if you don't know, you're screwed. You're pretty much screwed building up a blog game. And if you fail to nail the formula, really how it's supposed to feel like, how the game is supposed to feel like. Because this is what AdventureCraft did correctly. This is what I would do if I tried to recreate a card game. I would probably just copy and paste Hearthstone first. Literally the first thing to do. Why not just copy and paste something? Literally have a carbon copy of that shit. And slowly figure out what you actually want to change about it. About the copy that you did. What do you actually want to change? Well, you're making a copy already stripping away a lot of features, and then you just make a few changes, and that's your product. You don't need to worry about... See, that's another fucking thing, right? How do we even make products? What? Are we going to ignore that? This question, right? To create a product, you probably just copy something that already exists, that people are already familiar with. If you create something completely new, it's already a failure. Failure, actually. Which is weird. People like being overwhelmed, right? Well, not everyone. And it might be a lot more difficult to adopt something new, especially now that we're always overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed on my own terms by building a YouTube map. I'm overwhelmed by how much of stuff there is just, in Hearthstone alone. It's overwhelming experience to me. Something that I can already play and do and not worry about it. So you can tell I'm gonna be already preoccupied with all kinds of shit and not give Hytale a single fuck. Okay? Unless it does things so very well that I fucking orgasm every now and then. And that's a hard thing to do. But this is where the good cop and bad cop, does their thing. The bad cop is just so popular, so fucking awesome. It goes its own way, it doesn't fucking care, it has huge ego. The bad cop has such a little ego, it never really wants to spread its wings and fucking do stuff. So that's what it is, alright? And together, they're the force that actually force you to be incriminated in general. Right? How does it do that? How do you get sucked into an entire whirlwind of bullshit? Because I think, you can follow up some people and they might be sucked in a little bit more than they would want to. I mean, the Quebec Hornet as a channel, it's kind of stuck in between of supporting. I give all the credit that he did for his work, because he's a small channel. I give all the credit to Notch mainly, because he created this Minecraft documentary of its entire lifespan. And you see how this lifespan kind of keeps stretching and keep pushing away Hytale. Where is Hytale's lifespan? What's going on in here? You know, that's the coolest part. There is no lifespan if people can't play the game. It's just so fucking simple. Like you're messing with some crazy problems here. If you're not injecting things into a community, you're just teasing and it just turns into a disaster. But so how do these combination of a good cop, bad cop destroys the community? Basically sucks in and just jails them up. And unless you're a very creative person and you find your outlet that actually works out for you very well, and works out as an anti-jail system. So that's another question, like how did maps turn anti-jail system? How is it such a creative outlet? Well, maps is kind of like a mini game, right? It's not a building, it's not a server, where you kind of have to deal with people's expectations, and it's not a mod where you have to be a shocker to people. So they like, oh wow, I want this, you know? I really want this in my fucking game. I want to spice up this game. No. Neither of these things actually supplement the escape out of a community. You get sucked into feeding the community something. Right? Either some visual stuff, some functionality, and adrenaline even, some feelings, let's put it this way, and then you feed the spice to spice up the game, to bring people back into the game. But this is so much higher than that, map making. And I can't just be wrong about it, because Minecraft's entire personality is about, well, let's say madness. I don't know. Creeper. Oh man, that's what it's all about, man. It's about the fucking adventure and exploring. Maybe even Minecraft's lore if you want to, because that's what Spawn the Creepers Forge was about. I'm kind of like, Minecraft kind of could have a pretty interesting lore. Like, it already has an interesting creature there. It could be replicated as bombs to destroy things. It's just so fucking... The story built itself. I didn't have to do much. I just had to inject some effort and it happened. Good cop, bad cop. So how did the fucking open this portal here? And what's happening right now? Because, this could be an even deeper trap now that the good cop actually showed up now. The bad cop checks whether they can intimidate a masses of people, and the good cop now feeds hope to the community, so the community doesn't want to leave. They feel like, oh, the Minecraft second version is going to be released so very soon. I just wait. I'm just patient, and everything is going to be okay. Well, yes and no. Sometimes you just have to do things your way and escape. So yeah, the good cop is like, well, your prison sentence has been reduced. Don't worry about it. Just keep yourself in prison. That's a pretty good cop, you know? Oh, you finally showed up, server piece of shit. We are the servers, guys. We have transcended into something actually much more better than everything. It's good, okay? We know how to make milk communities. Milk a community. Jeez. I'm not looking for conspiracies here. I just want to see how it would work. So there's a platform, right? Minecraft is like a platform you copy and paste it, but you do it in a fucking shady way. Because you don't release it. That's shade. That's just feeding hope. But let's now see. Let's just push away this scenario. Let's put ourselves... Well, that's the idea, right? Like, good cop and bad cop are gonna suck you into a jail. They're gonna make you feel guilty so you work to them now, basically. It's kind of like an employment sentence. Be in our community. Prepare yourself, you know? Prepare how exactly? What's going on? But yeah, it's just kind of bubble making as well. There is no escape. You cannot do your thing. Okay, we're gonna prepare an adventure for you. Don't worry about it. And yeah, you'll be able to modify the game. You're gonna be able to build. Can I make maps though? What's the map making feature though? I don't think Hytale actually highlighted that. Very, very funny, isn't it? What about map making features? You have those? I actually think they don't. I'm like looking back. Wait, this is an interesting one. See, that's the fucking trick, isn't it? Minecraft creates a community. Some people escape the jail. Hytale wants to erase the escape route. Remove it. Map making? Oh, it's not a big deal. We don't have to have it. Just prepare yourself accordingly, you know? So people who are in these communities, they look at Hytale and they hype up something that actually enjails them in Minecraft. And it's not a conspiracy. It's not like people like actually crafted this entire fucking system, unless they actually did, which is not quite as difficult to do because I just did it to myself. I revealed it. So it probably is possible to do as well, at least unconsciously. And there's always evil in the world, and you never know when you're evil or not sometimes. You misjudge yourself. So here you go. Whoops. High self-esteem appears, but the good cop shuts it down, you know. But I'm such a little bad cop, little good cop, but I'm so little, you know. Like, I only care about these things, though. So why can't you care about these things? But that's what makes you so little and so fucking stupid. And if you support the system of jail time, of being in a community that doesn't actually appreciate you, and doesn't put you on the right track, good luck, buddy. Good luck. I shake your hand and I say goodbye. It's fascinating. Oh, man. Turns out this, and this is not one of those, oh, November 1st videos. Oh, spooky, scary. I do this every day. So, it's just getting scarier because it's getting closer to the truth. That, you know, I don't like it at all. Ugh. This is badass. But in terms of like, it's just bad and it's ass. It's stinky. Stinky bad, man. Ugh. Ugh. Get out of my face. It is the greatest scam of all time. Because it gives you valuable things, but it takes away valuable things. Wow. And you can miss that transaction that happens. Damn, dude. Okay, I'll just... First hour complete. I'll just back off a little bit, because this is fucking nonsense, man. At least I escaped easily, man. And maybe, you know, accidentally, you know, I filled up the map bar and I just come out the other end as well. And I will use the power of Antuum as a guiding light, man. Let's go. Let's fucking go, bros. Alright, guys. I'm playing mining. This is the highest rated game, by the way. Obviously, why? I kind of learned how to play it quickly. But there's some interesting stuff here. Like, the HP of the stone is actually forced to be a square number. So you actually know what's coming up next. Although you would naturally have to check. Oh wow, there's actually copper too. Okay. So it doubles the value or something? Again, this is the highest rated, and this is on a platform that I kind of intend to use at some point. The way you have to mine it, you have to have exactly the power level to HP of the stone. So it kills it in one hit. You sell it and upgrade only for 2 upgrades available. And the weird factors that there are the people around makes up for shitty interactions, obviously, because it's not intended for other people to be around. There's nothing, no value in that. Just seeing a bunch of trolls, maybe. Anyways, I will always upgrade backpack size, I think. Instead of trying to go for power creep. Just gonna keep me longer inside. And because I saw copper, it wasn't that far away from me to get copper anyways. Is it 200? Yeah, it's doubled. Okay. So I'll spend some time here. I'll play some other games. I'll give you guys opinions on what the fuck this engine is about and what it can do. For now, I just play games. I love how it started to fucking glitch around. Deleting and adding blocks is so difficult for this game. Wow, wow, wow. So lame. Yeah, I knew I was gonna bump into this shit. And I'm gonna laugh off how stupid it is not to ray trace stuff anymore. But I guess we fucking have to do it anyways. Like, if people can make this game, I can make my fucking creepers 4G easily, like, whatever. And maybe even fucking make it where, like, there's a bunch of people actually playing. But the real question is how to make it difficult enough so people on the top can't fucking go straight away. But, I mean, I don't care. Why should I bother? Actually, it's kind of kind of a big wonder, what the fuck does the score mean? When I don't have a fucking rank! What is this shit? Oh my god. I can't compare anything with anything. What a lame bullshit game right now. It also takes forever to go down unless you have a shaft somewhere. That's your personal shaft and not someone else's asshole. Because their asshole can be fucking deep, man. There's literally no value in playing this game. It doesn't feel like anything. It feels like every other prison game that's lack of features right now. Obviously, this is probably made in like fucking 2 weeks or something. Max. I say it because some resources require 3 times the smash power. Wow, the power level is increasing so fast. But I still have a requirement to meet. Now it reset the game as well. Even like the feature, like you can ignore certain resources, like stone, but you can't here. Just have to upgrade your backpack and hope for the best. You gotta be shitting me, it's 6K. Well, let's go deeper then, boys. Alright, now I'm allowed to teleport back to my fucking mine. Might as well build something, am I right? There are multipliers of some kind? What are you talking about, dude? You fucking assholes. 50% of what, dude? Oh my god, this is getting disgusting. There's more? What the fuck am I even looking at, dude? Mine into hatching with leveling. What the fuck, man? This is getting even weirder. Not only the game is boring, but it has this stupid mobile genre of like, hey, you can have this thing that you can grow. Do you like me now? I don't like you at all. I think whoever is on the leaderboard has lost their lives at this point. We can pray for them already. Surely my rank does not display simply because, you know, I'm too low or something. Yeah, you're gonna be killed if you're unreasonable. It's quite a simple fucking simulation every time in prison. You kill yourself if you're unreasonable. You have to know why you're playing the game and whatever. You have to know why you're doing anything at all. And why you did anything at all in the first place. To become a prisoner. Holy shit, how did I get here? Kinda just upgrading just power, but it takes so long to get into my depth. Proper depth. I still haven't found anything but iron. What the fuck? What? Gold? Okay. Never mind. And guess what? Now I'm just kind of not wanting to actually mine stuff like gold. Because it takes forever. It's not even interesting. Gold is way more boring than stone. I like when things disappear, dude. I'm kind of reverse building here. Easy. Only now I can understand what fucking no life means. When you come back to those prison things, holy shit. I specifically tried Spawn the Creeper's Forge to be better than this. Okay. And it's also a copy pasta of a lot of shit. So copying this thing and pasting it, it's so fucking frustrating, isn't it? Even Minecraft was a copy pasta of fucking some kind of concept. So, you know, making a Minecraft clone shouldn't be a fucking big deal. As it is. Every time you make a game clone, it's like, can you fucking chill? I'm not being hired by Mojang. I have to do my own thing. You know? And yeah, a simple idea is like, shooters are invented every now and then and nobody complains. It's a fucking genre of gaming that gets opened up. And yeah, people get sensitive, and that's actually a useful resource. But there's a very simple thing to understand too. Does this work? Doesn't work. So we have to teleport, we have to go down all the way down now. It's a long way down, guys. Believe me. It will take my entire backpack 3 times or something to get down. Get down! Get to the chopper! And so here you go. This is just another example of like fucking... Please balance the game. Please. The cool part is that at least Angry Fish is helping me mine faster. Which is the only fucking thing that matters. Because it gets so boring if it's like slow. Wow. How long do I have to mine for? 150 now. It's level 6 speed. If it's 10%, man, I'm 10% happier. This fucking game gives me anxiety of like, but what do I do here? I leveled up my power level, but I'm still pretty fucking low. That is not a lot at all still. Ah, man. Let's keep digging. Alright, next game, boys, because it's gonna get pretty fucking ugly very soon. If I keep mining like this. Mining my own business. We have to mine games too. Try to recover from addictions. Oh no. What is this shit? This looks so fucking weird, man. How is it called? I should not forget how it's called, by the way. Yeah, maybe I did. Because now it's associated with Logan Paul. And his thinning experience. Very thin. Literally forgot how it's called. Okay, that's good then. We can call them biscuits. Let's go now. Wow, this level is actually longer. What the fuck is he doing? Cheating, dude. Hacker, dude. Fuck, I'm also hacking. That's amazing. Teach me how to hack, senpai. You expect me. And by the way, get the fuck off my face. To wait 8 hours for a watermelon to grow here. Well, get the fuck out of my face then. Press F9 and I get stupid garbage. Let's see if we can fucking kick some ass. And this is it, man. I just want people to fucking summon a mob that I can kill. And I'm already fucking... Wow. Okay, we win. We win, guys. 200 HP. These guys are bugged, man. Holy shit. What happened to you? What the fuck? I can just pick up other people's loot? Is this how it works, guys? Let's go. I'm almost dead. Maybe. Shit. Almost got speared in the ass. Fuck yeah, dude. Maybe I can buy a blade. A bloody. This is interesting. You have to kind of stick here because, like, even low level mobs are annoyingly powerful. And obviously leveling up is like the best heal of all time, apparently. So, easy game, dude. If I'm making a game here, I will start with a puzzle genre, something that's actually difficult to master. Oh wow, that's fucking crazy. A golem. Oh no, I died. What happens next? Well, I just equipped a bigger weapon. What is this 300 fucking thing? Master sword. I can't even afford it with my level, dude. Look at this big boy. Okay, maybe I'm still interested then. I feel like dying is... Am I recording? Yep. It's so difficult to know if I'm recording. But yeah, I think dying is actually a part of the game here. Just have to let it happen. Because you want the upgrades and shit. Oh no. But you also have to level up at the right time and know which upgrade is gonna be next. So technically I just fucked myself in the ass. Okay, that's interesting. Do I have access to anything else? Level 9. Sounds pretty good. It's a ranged weapon. Anything else? Yikes. An ugly costume. Okay. Well, I don't think it helps at all. Also, I need to reload. Reloading. Oh. How am I supposed to die now? This is ridiculous. This is a ridiculous range. It's probably like infinite range too. I just don't get gold, I guess, easily. Look at this shit. Hey buddy, you wanna die? Well, that's free. Can't even see me. Oh no, I have to reload. That's gonna compromise everything, dude. One hit kills. What the hell, dude? Keep looting. Gotta get that gold, man. So level 11 is Master Sword. Let's do this. Yeah, but I will only upgrade once I die, so... What the f... Arrows in the air, boys. That's how we go. Or not attached to the target at all. Okay. Look at me hunting dinosaurs already. It's literally the 3rd zone, by the way. Let's kill them all, boys. Alright, this is where I'm kind of getting bored and like, whatever. Just kill stuff forever. Cool, cool, man. What else do we have? Active games. Featured. Most played. Probably because they're daily quests or something. And people get sucked back in. Whatever, dude. Oh, now that's fucking sweet, man. That's it, man. I'm in. It's a little bit too intense for me. Anything else? I think I'm done checking this out. My first game. Wow. Let's see how a first game looks like. Someone's first game. Maybe I should just record everything. This is interesting. Fucking marbles everywhere. Alright. I guess there are gonna be no enemies actually. Because you need players. Oh, so sad. Such a good game, huh? So that's what you can do. Anything else? Because I'm kind of like getting out of here now. Core Plaza. I'll take it. Is this like a place where stuff looks good and you don't do anything at all? Or play some mini games? Game filled with mini. See, that's pretty cute. This is a dwarven. Yeah, my ass. I can only do this. Oh wow, and leave the game. Interesting. See, I know what plaza means. You don't just put plaza and not give me a fucking fancy experience. Alright, so new games, boys. New games, guys. Never press that button. New games is a piece of garbage. They don't know how to fucking... I mean, even squeeze a like out of me. How would they do it? How would they make it easy for me? I don't know. I don't care, honestly. Let's just leave and make our own games. If possible, that is. Create. Oh, look at me. Gameplay frameworks. Community projects. Let's press on community projects. And, is there a puzzle game or something? Download. Name title. God damn it. I don't even know where to start, honestly. Wow, cannons and corsairs, okay. 8 months ago? What does that mean? Published 8 months ago. This is actually an old platform? You shitting me, dude. 8 months old, what the fuck? Someone fucking produced it. It's not. Oh my god, 11 months ago. Wow. So this has been running for a year now. Okay. Let's speed them up, I guess. Oh, Sniper Valley, look at that. But there's just... No. I have to rip off something that actually is cool. The only cool thing is the mining simulator. Which is not here. It's not here, guys. It's a puzzle race. We'll take it. And it's old. Old dude. That's the name of my project, okay? It's gonna be Old Dude. Because for some reason they allowed me to name it immediately, and I might just leave it this way. Pretty cute. Looks like a bunch of cancer has infiltrated my body. Oh my god, I can't even fucking... Rendering thumbnails? Huh. Interesting. Thumbnails. What would that mean? I'm kinda already overwhelmed with how slow my middle mouse is. It's ridiculously slow. It's supposed to shift around super fast. Can I move forward? Oh my god, I can't. Look at how slow I am. Fuck my life. Where's the speed modifiers? Where's everything? See? The biggest problem with the program... I'm already going into a rant, by the way. No, but seriously, controls much? Being able to copy and paste things, okay, I get that, that's cool. And you bet it's fucking difficult as hell to make things like that. Despite you being supplied with all these things. My biggest question is how does scripting look? I just want to know the scripting part, so I'm fully informed. I'm fully platformed. I don't know, man. I can't understand anything. Here it is, the scripters, man. Your permission will not be granted. These 4 lines of code are very, very expensive. Please do not copy my substantial portions of the code. Oh my god. If you have to write more agreement, if you have to write more license bullshit, this API, if you use a vector, you kill yourself. Oh man, dude, what the fuck is this shit? Why is there a G-man? Who's the G-man? There's an APA man too. Point of interest. Man, I'm already overwhelmed. This is a fucking second code. Puzzle controller, oh my god. Winner script. This is why you have your own framework. It's like reading someone else's framework is pure cancer. You never actually know what's going on at this point. But this is why, like, framework also just, you get my idea. This is actually like the good cop. Oh, it does everything for you. Does it really? Are you sure about that? It does everything? I don't think so. It takes a long time to climb up all the way up here. And for me, I just like, well, it's a long way down, so buckle up, motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck. I'm surprised people are not jumping from buildings all the way down, just to feel what happens. I don't know. But I'm very curious. And it's as a big of a joke that sounds, like, holy shit, it fucking blows my mind already. Let's run this project. 1 players, of course. Oh, look at you, bruh. Timer delete. What the f... Why was there a timer to begin with? What's going on? See, I am fucking confused again. Move. What the fuck? Are you kidding me? They give me a controller to fucking press on the walls. Buttons on the walls so I could... Okay, guys. Puzzle game my ass. Maybe. Puzzle game... Oh my god. There's one simple thing I'm gonna say. There's no reason to make multiplayer games unless you work for a company and you're kind of in a multiplayer environment anyway, so might as well, right? But second of all, there's no reason for me to learn this actually, which I feel good about. Because I'm already disgusted by the game as I'm coming in. Obviously, there's going to be better and better games, potentially, hopefully. Am I hopeful? Am I being hopeful? Am I being... Wait, did I just did the... Let's talk about it. Progression curve. Okay. Minecraft is actually very easy to pick up. That's what it is, man. It's a very easy to pick up platform, right, for gaming creations. Obviously, the problem becomes like, who's gonna manage those creations? How are you gonna market those creations? What the fuck is next, man? Because all of a sudden it's all trash again. But at least it's a big ass platform. So literally anything can grow in here. And that's another fucking concept, like, how does it grow? How do you grow as a project? All that shit, you know, you have to figure out. And how to get featured, that's the craziest part of all time, yeah. Just don't worry about it, just make a game that you actually care about. And if I don't care about this, then it's gonna be very, very nasty, dude. I would rather, like, yeah, create new project. I probably would care about the stupid... Can I search? Knights, or something like that. What was the Kingdom Fall? Okay. Kingdom. Not a community project, actually. Not given to community. I don't know, man. It's just... I'll back off real quick. I definitely don't want to roll them speedrun. And I can't know for sure what am I working with. But I at least can test, right? I can at least test. Gaming frameworks, though. Getting up the hill. Capture the flag. Battle Royale, even. We have all these fucking things and... We don't... Dungeon crawler? Where was a dungeon crawler, dude? Top-down dungeon crawler. Okay. That's... It all looks very, very nice, so I can't just say, oh, let's just throw it in the trash. Okay, it's gonna take a while for me to do that, but you get the idea. Maybe there is a curve. A growth curve. And again, you adopt more and more things, more and more talents, pretty much, and knowledge as you go along. But naturally you have this linear thing where, like, I'm bubbling things up, your interests actually change up. It's kind of interesting as well. You have more space to put your bubbles out. Your brain expands on that thing. Because you kind of conquer certain things and, like, it becomes easier, they become smaller maybe even. And that one makes you feel like you have more space. But you also invest more into the whole thing. So I guess it's more of an investment thing. And that's kind of the curve. Like, you want to invest more and more and more. And become a bigger part of this. And especially money helps a lot. You know, to invest time into this stuff. Anyways, I'll just leave it there. I'll explore step by step. So we did a few hours of that here. New batch of points. Nothing spectacular. But we just gotta update. Alright. No one should have graduated. Except for John, actually, not bad. I probably should add more graduation. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'll handle this actually. But I'm saving it up. Right? I saved. Jeez. It's too hard to tell. Alright, automated level. Actually, I thought that was a message. Never mind. Okay. So if I add another. If I want to add another. Also, this is not famous, but well, I guess you're gonna be famous for now. 1,000. Let's see if this works. Let's pick up someone like Pewds, maybe. Load. Pewds. How about someone completely invisible cosplay? And let's give cosplay 200 points. Result in 1,000. Result in breaking every single wall there is in sequence. Here you go. Pretty fucking cool, right? It works just like that. Reload. Alright, so that's what we got going on right now. Potentially, you know, there could be even more brackets like certain grades or something. I don't know. If you look at YouTube map, you know, these are like freshmen below 600. Then somehow there's just 7 up to 700. Only 3 up to 800. So you have to like create these brackets accordingly. There's tons below 600. It's kind of how it's gonna look like. But now we're gonna take a look if there's anything I want to care about right now. If anyone got too many points or something, I have to take a look. Delphi didn't get points too much. Our teammates, even though they get a bunch of points, they just better than everyone else. I can check where Tinder is. That's interesting. 127. Okay. Now, if I do top 100 to 1000, I don't care how many there are. We can go all the way down to 165, and we have a bunch of visible people fighting for visibility in general. So breaking the first major bracket right there. Also, oh, never mind. Although that's kind of interesting, right? Because there are these brackets with names now that I can tap into somehow. But it's kind of separated right now. These are separate lines here. Probably don't have to worry about it too much, but because it's so easy to tap into this stuff. Alright. Yeah. I'll save it up. Get myself a new bracket. Top. Explore. What is other way to fucking explore? It's kind of like a visibility thing. Let's do top light. As if it's a goal to light up someone. And again, it's gonna be top 100. I don't wanna mess with too many people. Alright, that's as easy as that. Top light. Trump didn't make it. Not Donald Trump, the Hearthstone Trump. There's actually 74 people in here. Alright. Visible. I don't even know who Will W. Oh my god, that's a misspelling right there. It's supposed to be Willow Hayes. So Willow H. So transfer Will H or Will H to Willow H. That transfers everything and it graduates the beef. I don't know, the candy? How the fuck do I call porn stars? I can't just... I have to wear a mask at this point. Oh no, my mom is gonna go to school very soon. But that's kind of reality, dude. We're facing reality here. It's very harsh reality. Shu is getting points from Kiwi. But neither of them are interesting to me. Oh, GG is this low? No, let's just... I don't know. I'll transfer into H2O. She shouldn't control H2O necessarily. Transfer to E2O to H2O. Let's go, boys. Get out of here. Antonym is here as well. Visible Cetoy. Just double check Glow Toy if that exists. It doesn't. That's her full name. Dad is below everything. Below my mom, how dare you, dude. Grade A. Okay. Lexi Lore. Yeah, okay, so we just have a bunch of visible people. So if they showed up, like girls showed up twice, they probably have 100 points. Probably. And they're visible now, congratulations. But yeah, you still have to be pretty fucking badass to get 100 points. Justin Bieber. See? Now you understand what I'm talking about? Read Cosme, I need to know. What is she doing? Yeah, she has the calls me thing. And call me thing. And it's kinda cringe. So we're gonna transfer to Cosme. So that shit doesn't exist anymore. Alternative names or whatever. Interesting. Anything else? Miley Cyrus pretty low. That's the whole joke, man. I'll make top 50 to 100. I'll take 200 people. Let's check in the cesspool, dude. This guy's toast. Destroyed Toast. I think Toast is now a toast, actually Toast. I didn't have to detoast him. So, transfer detoast to Toast. Very simple transfer. DT, god damn it. How the okay, remove DT. Set DT to 0 maybe? That works, okay. Get out of here. Lilo. The shit has to be cleaned basically. And double checked in a way. There's Jake Paul in here. The trash tier, man. So sad. They will probably not get their own name here. But why not? Because it's this fucking easy to add. Why should they have their name? Top trash. I'll even give from 40 to above, not 50 above. But I only give 100 people. Come on, dude. I'm not giving anything more than that. Talking about top trash. So load top trash. Yuck. Okay, didn't fill up the entire trash. Call. I don't even know call anymore. Yikes. Who is call? Yes. This doesn't look very good, man. Vector is here though. 11. Transfer 11 Monica. Okay, read Monica then. Yeah, 11 isn't here. Yeah, whatever. No big deal. Goggle. Google Translate, I think, is goggle. Oh man, I misspelled Taylor Swift, man. Now she's in the trash. Okay. Link Tails. No, Tails with Tay. Tails. 100% linked. Alright. Although it's kind of dumb to have names like that, but whatever. Misspelling of names. That's what's gonna happen, dude. Just gonna happen like that. That's why it's trash. I can't clean it up, man. Just can't. Lucid is here. Lady Gaga is here. Okay. What's... Oh, yeah, I see. Linkin Park, super low. Alright, that's about it. Jaden Animations. Wow, there's still people in there stuck, man. How the fuck did Jaden Animations got stuck though? Jimmy Wong. Okay. So it seems to be fine. Yeah. H3 stuck in trash at the moment. Whoops. Need to be a better leader, I guess. I'll give him 1% from Delphine, basically. Now that teams are no longer interesting to me, just the people themselves, every single time he makes a podcast about someone that I care about, might as well give him 1%. Actually, I did the other way around. Why did Delphi didn't get any... Oh, because H3 doesn't have 1% to give. One and then Delphi H3 0. I want it unlinked, don't worry about it, but H3 gets 9 points from Belle Delphine. Wow, that's a lot of points, man. Some crazy tripping walls right now. Okay. I mean, they share points when the interview goes on, but they also share a bond, which is pretty cute. But it's just cute, you know, just... Oh, extra boost, extra nitro. Up to 90% nitro. Allowance is available. So you can go nuts with that shit. You can become an ultimate leader boy. Delphi got a few points. We can try and like check her out. I'll check Onision too. Onision and Delphi. Okay. Top graduates. Whoa, oh my god, not graduates. Top tubers, man. Top creators at this point. Let's go. There should be a way for me to check which placement Onision has or whatever. Or like which place you have in general. I wonder if that's possible. That's a tough one, man. Let's see what's possible here. Alright, all set, and Onision, you haven't moved. There it is, 28. To get that 28 number, you have to type top. You just gotta do it, man. Delphi's at 19 right now, so she kind of rose to one position. But that ain't not enough, man. That ain't good enough for me. Anyways, updated my system a little bit more. Let's keep working. I'll try to update rulebook a little bit in terms of like how you can earn influence. So now all of this stuff that I put down could be turned into just ways to get influence. That's kind of interesting. If that works, let's see. Alright, I think the frustration that I had for a bunch of things actually is a good way to encourage people to do tasks, basically. Let's go. Also, yeah, there's a joke about Hitler. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to do this. Joke about Hitler is a normal thing in my life right now. Unless someone says, no, this is a bad joke and I'm crying. Then you hate something and I'll try and do this, you know. Well, if you want bonus, it's up to you, man. Let's just fucking make it invisible. Oh, you discovered a secret Hitler. You're my secret Hitler. Secret Santa reference. Oh no. Okay, I'm realizing, even further observing TikTok, of these are just people, they're kind of fucking freaks of nature going one direction and claiming one talent. But for me personally, I have to, well, all of us are kind of freaks, okay? Kind of. And stretching out, or have been talented at some point, right? And we know how to do it. But who would have thought I would be doing this, right? And this time what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to take politics. I'm going to take science. Sci is enough. I guess sci, like this. I'm going to take technology and psychology. And see how they fare together, because you know what the chemical reaction happens when you combine technology and politics. Alright, but what happens with psychology? Doesn't it just mix up and create science eventually? Or is it just a bad thing to do to mix these things up entirely? So let's see the chemical reactions. How the fuck will we do that? Well, first of all, we define what it is. We know what technology is, and these are our base interests. This is why I was interested in this in general. Science requires enough proof for it to exist, and proof kind of burns out very quickly without people even realizing science becomes a laughing stock because when you combine technology and psychology together, you try and start manipulate people with technology because you're always going to get ahead, and people are always going to be new to something, more or less, unless they build up their psychology properly. They can actually be manipulated in a sense. And in the science, with science. But it's almost like a dead subject as well. Politics is kind of dead to me personally because I know it's going to be replaced over time. In terms of like government is going to be replaced with technology over and over again. You will be governing things, and you should focus on that if possible. And that will help you forget of where the government is and what the government is playing with, basically. It's playing with dirt. Okay, that's what government is doing. Even when it feels like they have a lot of power, they're playing with dirt because they can't pick up technology. Okay? So they say no to technology. They probably just flood in psychology. And science says all perhaps the opposite. How about that? They adopt technology to the maximum, but psychologically they're just not equipped to actually talk about logic or something of things. Computer science, that is a little bit more psychology actually, because like that's the denial of God in the first place, that consciousness exists or whatever in things. You just want to look at things as the way they are, and you just kind of accept that. You don't doubt anything. Right? This is what allows, these mentalities allowed people to dig deeper into something. But then you realize like the government fading out technology is a really horrible idea, and science pissed me off simply. It just pisses me off. It probably pisses everyone off without you even realizing. And right now you should probably realize that it pisses everyone off. Because it's not necessarily the government that declares lockdowns. It's the science that declares, oh, we're correct and we suggest this thing to happen. And this is what was supposed to happen. We have all these models and things prepared. Prepared? We didn't prepare anyone, okay? You just build up technology and you want to unleash this technology on people. But in reality, we didn't prepare ourselves. There is no connection here. With psychology means there is no social connection. We're just caring about people and how they behave and what would be the backlash. There's no fucking care whatsoever. This connection just has to happen. There's probably more things on the list as well that are important, but let's just put two together and we already see these entities are fucking terrifyingly stupid. And that's the chemical reaction of science and politics. Alright, so... Oh, we just barely graduated, okay. Science is too deep into tech, and politics is too deep into psychology. I'll use up now. It's way cleaner, I think. But I need to know up S, or just whoop. No, come on. No, up S is the only way. Okay, I see. And so and they are really missing something. And are dangerous ideologies. It's always an ideology when it's digging too deep into something. It's establishing something. Way in the deep. You can just cut it off. You can just forget about it. That's what happens. It's like, well, I don't care about government then. And it disappears. It just fades into non-existence. And you just hope that while it fades into non-existence, it fucking squeezes out a scream and you're like, oh yeah, you don't exist at all. Because you're screaming about it. You're not just fucking rationally, behaving. Trying to comprehend your non-existence in people's lives. So yeah, when you tune into TikTok, tune into the grounded fucking version of reality, there you go, you see people what they actually care about. They don't care about none of that shit. Science actually can squeeze in. It's just technology that squeezes in. It can turn into science if people are like on high self-esteem, because that high self-esteem allows them to beat up psychology. It's like, I don't need that. I don't need to be capable of talking to people or something. Like, I just have to be talented in that one thing. Well, yeah, that's tier 4, and people are filled up with this shit. There's certain categories just filled with shit, apparently. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, coronavirus just annoys me. It's out there. There's still, plenty of, spikes or science spiciness in TikTok as well. Like, people can go very deep or just feel fucking freaky when they do it as well. Because not necessarily all the tech all over is super useful to you or super informative or super interesting. You just look at it and just put it back where it belongs. Probably even forget about it. And there's also a psychological thing where it's mostly comes in the form of humor. And politics has so much self-esteem it can actually take psychology seriously, right? Where human turns into actual decision making, which kind of fucking crazy, because what people care about is not necessarily is gonna come out easily, right? What comes out easily are memes, and politics potentially picks up psychology as if, memes is the way of life, so like, yeah. We don't have to think about it too much. We don't have to prove statistically of what people care about. We just have to prove psychologically what people care about, and we just care about that. That is so fucking nasty, dude. Look at memes instead of statistics. So you can see science and government goes hand in hand in corrupting the world, where the government is just gonna look at the memes of what people memeing about. And so the disease spreads very quickly because, we're scared of something. That's a great ass meme. That's, just like terrorism. That's a big ass meme right now. And I unsubscribe, guys. You better fucking unsubscribe quickly too, because like this. Usually when you're born, you're subscribed to the government and the idea of science as well. From the very beginning, from whatever, because school automatically subscribes you to things. That's kind of funny, right? You spend time in school to subscribe to various things and traps, okay? They sneak in traps. Sometimes children can naturally avoid traps, but they probably won't. And that's basically a traumatizing experience in a way, but you grow out of it. School is just it's a weird part of people's lives, I would say. But it's almost like a necessary. You always need to fill in the gap. You can't just homeschool because it's actually quite a dangerous thing. Most of the time, people who leave schools become loners. What do you do against that? You can't just ignore the benefits. But at the same time, I hope, fingers crossed, okay, school's experience was cheap and it wasn't like terrifyingly arrogant about its own. It didn't do pretentious things, and it tried to introduce, you know, an overall picture of reality as best as it could. Because eventually, you know, people are growing and the tension rises and schools are getting more and more difficult to walk through because, you know, there's more and more drama. Every grade that you survive, like whoever extended their school and went into college, it's probably difficult to fucking keep your virginity card, for example. Just that alone, and I'm scared because like sexuality means a lot now. Okay, sexuality is now just another way to say killing people, basically. Oh, people die. You want to watch? That's the whole point in a way. It's like some people want to make you watch how they're mentally unstable in some situations. So let's say you get sucked into my wormhole, because there is a wormhole of just me talking to myself. You can get sucked into that thing and be too interested. And that would be something that some people would want to do, suck into that mental illness wormhole, to try and manipulate you. I think Onision is bipolar in a way, because on one hand he wants to suck you into his mental retardation, I would say. And he knows it's like it's a joke, but it's also like a trap that is prepping people to fall into, if anything, okay? They probably won't fall into it, but maybe some people will. And it's just weird. It gets weird really fast. Yeah, so sexuality is actually a wormhole to care about someone way too much, okay? You literally just agree with their mental illness, with their ideologies. You're being fucking recruited into cult. That's these feelings fucking take over you, and it's non-violent thing. It's just a way to consent, to vibe. This is why I say no, not November, which is kind of the thing, as it always is. And I do have to, no, not November is about ensuring there are no trap items. I can call it in your room. I mean, people spend time in rooms, and there is your room, hopefully. You spend time, and you just have to fucking get rid of the trap items. Even names that people have that fucking trigger you. You might want to fucking switch those names a little bit. You have to have a very clean room. And that's just because it makes you go nuts on something, okay? That's the whole point. If something makes you go nuts, if something stresses you out, you have to actually take care of the problem. You have to feel that you have control over your life. And that's about it. Like, it's a very important process, I think. And ensuring that your room is usable as well as it's intended. Like, you can sit on a chair and it's comfortable. For me, it's a fucking problem. I don't know how to get a comfortable chair. Mine's just broke, and it costs quite a lot. So, I'm as comfortable as I can get. Okay, in my price range. But other than that, yeah, I would love to have a PewDiePie chair. Yeah, very funny. No one can afford that for a chair, you know, I'm just saying. But now it kind of it's getting affordable because people spend so much time on a computer. It's kind of affordable to get a good chair that doesn't that might cost a lot, but just, you know, it doesn't break. It's now like next level chair. It has utility too. But finding that utility, finding that perfect chair, it takes a long time, just like everything else with technology related. It takes rigorous testing in your life. You have to pick up something and you have to test it many, many times until you find something that works. So, or how it's gonna work. You have to also be able to modify things too. So picking up talents is pretty useful, but it's pretty useful overall, not spiking yourself and making a TikTok about how cool you are with that one ability that you have, for example. And yeah, people try and, you know, push that ability and turn it into something like turn themselves into a flower, something visually appealing, right? Visually informative. So that's what it is. Now, in order to conquer TikTok for like a creator, it's a whole nother level. It's almost like I would have to create a bunch of channels that I'm maintaining or something. I can't just dump everything into one channel, but at the same time, I could just pretend to be a talented person this whole time and not worry about it. Create a channel of interest and not a channel of responsibility necessarily. So it's a question because the interest goes both ways. I inject interest, or I get interest. I blow up in self-esteem, and I bring back something because people are like wondering, oh, where are you, or whatever, or they just give me good feedback in other ways. So, you know, being talented can still be possible for a creator. Okay, just a creator can tap into different things, and that's why tap is the word of T-Series for me. Okay, the tap, and that's how I leave it. It's the shortest word. It's a word that really speaks for itself, and if you remove R from trap, you get tap. Does that make sense? I don't know what R is, by the way. I just have no idea what R is. Roses are R's. Oh man. Sure is as an R, man. Roses are R. I mean, roses are R. What? Why does it sound like roses are R? R. Are you ready? Ready, okay. Ready. What the fuck, man? Ready. Road. I don't know, man. It's getting somewhere. It's an interesting letter, I would say. Wow, okay. We'll explore all the letters at some point, as best as I can. I still don't have a model of exploration, though, and that's what kind of pushes me away. There's always some kind of blockage. Let's go check RuneScape. Fuck this shit. I'm kind of tired also, I don't know. No, but the best thing ever is, yeah, there is an end to my rant eventually. I'm not triggered by something, or I'm not getting enough interactions, and that's probably the case, but maybe not the case. You never know. You never know, because you usually get what you deserve in life, to some degree, or over time you would get what you deserve anyways. So you just have to appreciate the silence and just walk away. No need to rant. But I want to rant. Yeah, but rant about what? Man, I've punched so many things already. Punched through so many things. There's no reason to rant anymore, and the best part about rants. Is like you tap out, just it's over. It's no water pouring anymore. But it's, as long as there's something, you know, to work with, I'll do it. But yeah, it's slowly, like, if science and government just disappears or slowly fades out, like, a lot of distractions go away too. You know, a lot what people say becomes very easy to reject, basically, and slow them down, basically. Slow their influence down, if in case they have any. But I'm not exactly sure what's going on, okay? I'm not exactly sure when it comes to me comparing myself with other people right now. Because, like, reaching for that second generation, it's almost like I've been reaching for a wrong generation, so I naturally claim the spot. Almost in the spotlight. Almost. I don't even know, man. So yeah, I'll try and figure out my life every now and then. And I probably will start declaring winners of battles very soon too. So Onision and Jax Films. Today is gonna be the final day. Why not? Kinda have some breaking news apparently. MatPat is not only keep digging into Minecraft, but now collabed with Dream, which kind of now settles that he is the leader of Minecraft, and I kind of now care about teams a little bit more. Teams, all teams. How the fuck do you write it down? Because I forgot, I didn't use it for such a long time. Should give it a little spacey. Oh man. I've cancelled a bunch of people, so it's now different, and I kind of give up on this. Minecraft, the craft, Team Craft is at 4, 5. Team Smash was not cancelled. It still smashes pretty hard. Read Team Smash. What's so difficult to cancel? The difficulty is, like, I can easily rip apart the team. It's so easy to rip apart teams. That's the difficulty. But man, MatPat jumping into Minecraft a little bit too deep, I would think. And Dream is like, you could call this unsolved mystery, right? No, that's another way to call a theory. What the fuck, right? Yeah, but I still think I am giving up on the idea of teams. Simply because it's not going to show up on the YouTube map. Because those things don't deserve to show up. These are... You just can't define it very well anymore. That's the bad part about it, and why it's best to throw it away. But other than that, I can pour anything into one person like a leader, and then only leaders survive and they can carry their fucking team flies or whatever. So in the case of MatPat, link MatPat with Dream. I'll give it 2% link. He gets 5 points. Oh, Dream has a lot of points. What the hell? Cool, okay. He's a graduate. It doesn't go the other way around though. That's what makes this guy a fucking leader in the first place. Pretty interesting. Alright, I just thought about it. I'm starting to Fruity Loopy. I think there's like a Fruity Loop like 16 or something. This fucking pirated Garbage is only 10. I don't care too much. The way I do my research right now and the level that I have to achieve, I believe I should do it in a month or two. I need to collect all the sounds that I've been making with myself. I've been playing around, man. I don't have to do the voice sound, apparently. So that's very good. Nobody else has to sing for me digitally. There's no way to recreate it, honestly, which is kind of what makes human a fucking human. I just saw AI experiment of what would happen if you take a spectrogram and run through a learning AI process. It's probably still mediocre, but the dude was so fucking excited about the AI, it just turned into absolute cringe. Anyways, in 2 months, let's put it that way, I want to figure out what sounds I have been making, okay? And why is it so fucking sweet and coming from my mouth and not from, just the keys, because I use the keyboard. I just use a standard setup. I don't give a fuck, because I can always edit things, and these are just simple fucking notes that you're working with. I found something cool, but just finding something cool is not good enough. Just putting something together is not good enough. I've built, back in the day, like a River Flows in You, remake, I guess. I don't know. It shouldn't be called, no, just a copy, right? No, it's just a copy. And that's as far as I went with my fucking music career in terms of like actually doing it. Because I can do it pretty well. I'm just not capable of actually digitalizing the music. And what comes out of my mouth is just personally good. It feels personally good. Okay, no microphone can actually capture that yet. And it will require a breakthrough. I feel like, when working on music, I will be more tempted to actually work on my stuff as well. Especially now that, when I pulled out the core, this thing, it looks good, it looks fine, but, now I'm finding that it doesn't matter. Tetris was such a big deal. Tetris was a 2D game. But I have appeal to Minecraft, actually, and I have a good feeling like I can recreate Minecraft rather than Tetris, because Minecraft is way more popular, and then I'll be doing fine. I'll be doing fine because I understand the formula, and the formula does not require like high-end graphics or anything, but it will be capable of high-end graphics and a lot of things. So basically, rebuilt my self-esteem by looking at this stupid thing and how laggy it is, honestly. You probably can't handle a lot of stuff in the screen, and it's shocking to me, honestly. Like, ray tracing is so efficient. We have been missing it for many years now. Many years. People have been missing ray tracing, and I feel it is just, I'm just sad. That's what it is. Obviously, at some point, there was a time where, 3D stuff, 3D generic stuff worked for a long time, and at some point, rays were possible in the first place, and were fast enough. But theoretically, right? Our possibilities. We never adopted this stuff. We try to push through that, and probably we have adopted a lot of accidental, let's say interpretations of race. But if we we would have to go back basically, and a lot of what gaming history is about. And I think gaming history has stopped at Minecraft, which is fascinating. We would have to reset Minecraft for a good reason. This is crazy, right? Not only we have to kill Minecraft, we have a good reason for it. It has been going in a wrong direction in 3D graphics entirely. So if I can do that at the same time while making music in the background and pretending. See, that's next year, right? Because I feel like I'm on the edge of making it start to happen, start to come to reality. But even then, man, it just can turn into an explosion. I never know what's gonna happen next. I just do whatever feels good to me. Also, a weird thing is, you never know when you will turn into a meme. And that's all you need. All you need. You become a meme, you bail. You try and bail out of the stupid meme. As long as you get your bag, obviously. Because your meme has to, perform. You have to put the meme in the right place. It's almost like, what, a billiard ball or something? More like a golf ball, right? So you have a golf ball now. You have to put it in the right place with as few hits as possible, I guess. Stupid fucking elite, they know everything. No, it's just a cool game, but yeah, that's what makes games cool. That's what makes Minecraft cool too. It's kind of on the edge of greater things to happen. Because it's also like symbolically powerful too. But the only symbolism about it it's just the early state of 3D games going to the right direction. Because 3D games have been for like since 2000, obviously. But not like this. Not where it just blows up too and just people accept it as a normal thing, but nobody can destroy it. But like, fuck, this is such a good opportunity. So yeah, and I will always dream to be a meme, not to be like an actually active channel, because that's a lot of work. I see people like really kind of struggle on that. It's not necessarily impossible, but I just think it's a little bit extra work. Okay, even Dream is doing extra work, even though he's just playing mini games, and he knows how to code fucking things for some reason. And it seems simple, and I would think it's simple. I would make it just a little bit more complicated, and I would test it out first, obviously. So that's extra work. Like, he can't afford testing, which is kind of interesting. He has been testing speedrunning this whole time, but an understanding overall of Minecraft. So testing would be boring now. And too much work, apparently. Trying to make something complicated? Unless he doesn't know how to do it. Which, either way, we don't need to know that. You can just be a meme, but that's the question, like, if you like being a meme, that's a little bit edgy, actually. Because, like, you might overwork. What is your life going to turn into? And you're going to inspire other people to do the same. It's not a good idea at all. Alright, the battle with Onision should come in a close, as I've said today. He's kind of covering the BPD aspect of his life, but people like himself is gonna jump on BPD people. Bipolar, basically. Have zombies and have, have half monsters and have nice people. Because these people are trying to be nice, like, as much as they can. But whenever there's an opportunity to become a monster, that's what means bipolar, basically. And I've thought about it deeper, because there's a bunch of doctors who feel they have the right to actually diagnose you and all that shit, when it's just a mental sort of problem. A mental problem is not a problem in real world. Okay, it's not a problem with your relationships yet. It's nothing in particular. super bad. And you should only diagnose whether you have a problem with someone or you just making shit up, okay? And if there's an easy solution or do you have to take medicine, because that is the most hardcore solution you can fucking find, is just change what you consume and the way you feel about, just force a different kind of way of life all of a sudden. The same way, like, medicine is as hardcore as just going to jail, pretty much, is being arrested and going through court process and all that shit. You're already in jail, technically. You can easily take medicine just like you can easily go to court all of a sudden for various bullshit things, as I realize now, which is a point by itself. Just like take medicine. Obviously you have to get medicine prescription, because the reason for that is you have to be on that fucking observatory loop so they can fucking have you. I mean, these people are evil. I got nothing else to say. They're just occupying some kind of empty space that people feel respect for, so they kind of occupy it. But it's just money making in the end. Whatever there is a way to make money, that space is going to be occupied. This space is going to be void for people to join in and fucking party on your corpse. Nobody cares about anyone. Please, don't think that specialists are somehow special in general. Like, you don't know them. You're not their friend. And that's where it all begins. You trust people you don't know. This is where it begins. You don't even know your parents. I don't even know my parents. It's so difficult to fucking understand them. They might have mental illness, and they might be going through life just fine. And I have to respect them. And I can't, it's hard to understand that, like, you always, but they're crazy I would never do this. And like, yes, I would never do this, so that makes them special. That's what makes them special, because they're actually friendly with you. They actually give you some kind of benefits. But when, you ask for a little bit too much, or they're asking for too much every single time because they expect a lot. So you have to tone down their expectations as well. It's a long process, but they slow down your life well enough for you to enjoy it, I think. Because the outside world is way worse than your parents are ever going to be. So, like, go ahead and enjoy. Now, again, the Onion guy is obviously jumping on water people, okay? And that's... okay, this is how I'll use water, this is how I use wind, okay? The water has an A in it, obviously. So, he jumps on this fucking water people, and has a video now. It's like, yes. And he said he has adaptive disorder, basically. So, the doctors can definitely put you on the right track, give you the right hints. You have adaptive disorder. Now you have to find the person who literally says what I'm saying, where, not really adapting very well if you're jumping on these people, straight up, okay? And he says, like, well, if you have depression, that's fine. But it's not fine, because he's not actually welcoming depression. He's not welcoming hatred, because depression goes into hatred very quickly, okay? D goes into hatred. Depression is my fucking thing, okay? D is my thing. We can talk about it. What is depression? Alright? Again, Onision says he's fine with people who have depression. He has problem with BPD. I'm just looking at, he's listing two personalities, basically. One of them who's actually a threat to his life, and he just, admits, yeah, you're cool, guys, don't attack me, please. And then he's actually himself attacking all these people that he's canceling pretty much, but he says also it's dangerous, right? These people are dangerous. And in a way you have to appreciate his experience, but in a way you have to, it's a double-edged sword of, why do you have so much experience in this fucking field? This is ridiculous. My mom has BPD, potentially. the way I see it, these personalities really can't escape the same problem every time, where like they're just trying to be nice way too hard, and there's the deeper, demon within them that just comes out very easily. Anything goes wrong, the demon comes out. My mom starts calling for the police and all that shit. It's just, I'm very glad. I mean, fuck yeah, dude. Shower you with gold if I could. But that's the whole point. If you get traumatic experiences, you're gonna start shutting down people who are, you know, better, who you feel vulnerable to, who understand you so well that, you kind of get lost in their supremacy. Let's put it that way. All right. Yeah. White people supremacy. So vampires are extremely supreme. That's well done, Americans. Well done, motherfuckers. Literally Americans, right? It's just they have red water the opposite way. Americans. Or why not? Sounds about right anyways. Okay. Americans. Anyway, so what is depression? Well, depression is just hatred. I mean, it's just so simple. But why is depression here? Well, depression is like you keep it within yourself, you start worrying. You have your emotions, but you keep it within yourself because your thoughts are like a blockage. The same way your emotions are keeping your thoughts away. So when your thoughts come out, it becomes a completely different being almost, right? Is this anxious being that is really wanted to say something to you but didn't know how because the emotional part is so complicated. So with depression, it's kind of the opposite. You suppress your emotions because they don't matter that much until they do, and you just feel bad for, you don't know why. This is why I'm making these videos. This is so, yeah, you can get into a whirlwind of emotions. You can just sucked into fucking wind fury of emotions basically, and you don't know what to do. You just get depressed. Like, what? I can't control any of this. But only thing you have to do first, if you don't have any relationships that are suckage to you right now. I have a relationship with everything, with the entire world. I'm like, okay guys, I'm gonna hide like a fucking rat until everything blows over. Okay, this is a wind fury that's way out of my league because everyone is having bad relationships with everything, and 2020 is just it's getting worse. What is happening? Now I'm just like, I'll sit back, take some popcorn. It's getting worse. That means there's nothing I can do, pretty much. It's not even a fucking chance. Okay, but it's probably getting worse because big changes are on the way, so you have to just reflect on what's going on, I think. I don't feel pressure to truly understand my emotions, because I'm trying to every single time I sit down here, and if it truly pours out, you feel the water pours out, the water full of thoughts and things to say. That's the emotional side actually trying to speak, I think. And me hiding from depression, going into rant mode, it really helps, I think. It really helps to make videos, and I understand he actually has a very similar personality to mine. It's just more mirrored than you would think, because he has its own category. So I say for me it's earth plus wind, for him it's wind plus earth, so it's pretty much very, very similar. He's kind of tolerant, but he secretly fucking hates it. He fucking secretly hates himself in the first place, and he understands that, he doesn't actually want this. He just wants to do it to himself, he wants to hurt himself, not necessarily be hurt by other people who hate him. I understand that, and I understand the wall is huge, okay? Getting to Onision is probably another impossible task that I should never try and do. Even just giving him money, it's gonna empower him to look at me funny, right? And all of a sudden, well, he gave me money, but now you're gonna get banned or something. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm not gonna put myself in a vulnerable state. He has to understand that. And until that happens, I can only make rant videos about him. So, Yeah, and I totally fucking praise this guy, because while everyone is hating on him and then those videos become viral, I don't know what to watch. I I don't have a reason to hate on Isan. I don't have a relationship with him, so how come all these people have a relationship with him? Well, that's fucking crazy, right? Now he's a relatable person. He's just a successful YouTuber apparently. Whether he wants it or not, whether YouTube actually shadow bans him or not, it's just he's gonna be successful as long as people hate him. So he actually has to, still look into this and feed this sort of process of hatred, just to keep people on a loop, right? So potentially, anytime the comment section is not turned off, is gonna be an opportunity for me to actually express my fucking need to contact him or whatever. Sometimes, comment section is actually active. So, that's a big question mark. What is happening here? Do I have to reload again? What is happening? Okay, so here it is. Comment section still here. I think I posted here, though. I get deleted? Did I get deleted? What's going on? I think there's approval process as well. So it's like extra shady or something. You bet. You bet it is. Like that. Yeah, I think I posted here. And I posted here too. Yeah, I posted here. Maybe I posted somewhere else. But it's too hard to fucking tell. Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting as long as the comment section is not... Yeah, I guess I posted here, nothing happened. I'm not even getting a like. I'm like... bottom of the barrel, the actual bottom of the barrel, where I can say, wow, that's a conspiracy theory. I'm not getting a fucking like here. Well, it's not a conspiracy, because the moment Onision releases a video, people just kind of jump in. Hey, dude, you have pizza in there. Can I have it? Fucking asshole. That's the fucking thumbnail, dude. That's the thumbnail that fucking gets me right now. I will put this thumbnail everywhere, dude. Just pizza everywhere. Thanks, Repsion, for being an asshole to everyone. Mostly me. Who is he sitting with? Who is getting a boost now? With Onision, dude. Oh my god. Witch Hunt Part 1. Yeah, Onision. I'll be making tons of 3-hour rant videos about you. I hope you will like it, because I like you too. See? I'm trying to understand first, obviously. Serve and protect. Never say protect, because that's too much T-series. That T is for me. In case you fucking only sign up for it. You sign up for death. Okay. Let's see how we can make this process happen. Basically, he slaps my comment on his fucking wall. This is what you said? Let's go, man. Roller coaster on, man. Where's your fucking kicker punch? Where's your punchline? Where's that haha moment? Because there's no haha moment. You take it so seriously. And I'll say, man, I protect, but I do not. I protect, but I do not protect you. That's you have to do it, man. These fucking people are crazy about signing up for things, okay? About taking consent from you. You wrote a comment, dude. It's your problem now. I'm your problem. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Eventually. I think the scariest part... Oh shit, quick loading, no! Oh no. F9 is quick loading. I'm I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, the weirdest part, the worst part about this whole situation is I can't even afford human connection right now. Not only I'm lonely, I can't even afford connecting with people because like it's gonna turn it into a very stressful situation where I really need to get funding of some kind. So unless like Onision actually makes a video about me, like which is probably not gonna happen, I'm just saying. But I can't necessarily talk to him like for hours and hours. Like that is exhausting. This person is like on another level than a regular scrub. Okay, he can potentially be even higher level than I am, or that we can acknowledge right now. So like, you know that can be fucking scary because like he could be on his witch hunt. Okay, like he's hunting for people who are somewhat with special powers, but doesn't necessarily know how to take down Onision yet or understand Onision. So it's like, you know, I can probably spend so much time and I would want a refund every single time if anything goes wrong. If you know, I just can't take it if the connection falls apart. So, but if he allows me to like contact him whenever I feel cool about it, you know, I'll do it, whatever. But let's think about it one more time, because like he's fundraising for, you know, hungry people. I feel hungry. He can fucking give me some funds too. Oh wait, he's fundraising, so that means he doesn't fucking have it. He's hoping that other people care about it. Well, I'm still in, dude. Still in. Still pretty fucking hungry. Because money's behind the fucking paywall or a RuneScape wall. Whatever, dude. Paywall means like I have to talk to my mom. That's fucking stupid. She will call cops on me if I try and talk to her. That's my bipolar level that my mom's at right now. I was just trying to ask for money. Not nicely, obviously. I'm not a nice person. So obviously this just doesn't work for me. But you get the idea. So, I feel so fucking welcomed by Onision. I hope it's a fucking trick at this point, okay? Hope it's a trick. It's not fucking door or opportunity because I have never gained that in my entire life. None of that shit happened to me, okay? It also would be very, very difficult to acknowledge the money that he does have because, like, it's... Where is it coming from, dude? Like, what the fuck? I have OnlyFans, and there's nothing disturbing about it. Hope it's not dirty money, dude. Like, fuck. But you never know. Like, nobody cares where money comes from, as long as it comes. And in a way, that's another, you know, ideology that we have to embrace in a way. That's sort of the consent of money to flow freely. For whatever reason, it should scare a lot of people, but it teaches us to not, you know, to respect money that we have. That's just very important, because it's treated as if, like, nothing happened. Well, nothing happened. I just bought some drugs, nothing happened. We just made an exchange, you know, she just gave me money, you know. That's what creates this sort of, clear-up situation. Even when crime actually happens, and, you know, something that the government doesn't want happens, well, it will always have money involved, and money's gonna pretend that nothing happened. Just someone else now has drugs. You know, I got what I wanted. What's the problem? I'm finding something very interesting in Skyrim. Like, the stamina is almost like a thought process of some kind. And then mana is like an emotional processing. Like, imagine that. Imagine if the lore of Skyrim goes fucking layers and layers deep. But it does. Because the question is, like, doesn't whoever plays Skyrim the best actually owns the fucking game? Like, I probably own Skyrim by now. I know how to play it for eternity, basically. If I can play something for eternity, I can literally trap people in a loop. And if I can turn something into a weapon, that means I fucking own it. Fucking fork into a fucking weapon. But no, the fork has to be automatically a weapon against you. Like, I made your fork come alive and now it's attacking you, potentially trying to kill you if you abuse it. Okay, so you can abuse Skyrim. But what I'm trying to say here, if you run out of stamina, you can't run away. You can't think your way through this fucking thing. And the only thought that you can have is just running away from things. Okay, that's the best thought that people can have. Oh my god, this is so fucking hilarious. I know what stamina is. Like, stamina is a regular thing, right? But if you run out of stamina and you encounter an enemy, that's pretty fast, right? But they will still kind of stay away from eternal chases. But if you don't have stamina, you're kind of screwed. It's great. It's amazing, actually. Unless you have the emotional capacity to calm them down, which is also quite a huge requirement, I would say. Unless you have been feeding fury into this world and leveling up your illusion, you're not going to have the capacity to actually calm things down easily. This drains more than half of my mana. I can barely take one shot, and I can't miss it. Just like in the review of Skyrim. This is just beautiful. This game is fucking a piece of art right now. Yeah, like the saddest part about his story with these people, I think these people just like really hate Onision naturally, okay? They actually want to get rid of him from their lives because they know like Onision is just way too hard to handle, way higher level than they are. And they just can't handle it. But they don't know how to fucking say that to him. Alright, so you can say how you want, but the breakups are gonna be like crazy. But the most important part, they also want to protect Onision anyways. After they break up, they look after him anyways. So whatever he says can actually trigger those people. These are somewhat followers. This is something I have to, keep in mind when I'm doing this. I have to be careful of every single X that he has, pretty much. Because that shit is real. Is there... Oh, man. I was looking for jams, dude. Oops. Just thinking very high respect towards Todd Howards, okay? That's where. Easy, man. Fuck me, man. That can happen. Why do I fucking tear up? It's a good game, okay? Just don't worry about it. Only a handful of my subscribers play Skyrim, so please subscribe more. So there's even less handful of it. People playing Skyrim, so I feel fucking amazing. Okay, look at this bad boy. The top of the notch to you, ladies. No one's playing Skyrim. It's like Elder Scrolls, man. It's like, why do you need extra fucking names there? That I know why. Okay. Because you need the 5. You need to introduce the 5, man. Elder Scrolls 5. Okay, obviously I'm saying stupid stuff, but like, it gets deep, right, when you have a lot of respect for someone, and when the respect crosses over into the real world, and like anything can happen, and you want things to happen, and everything has a timer limit as well. You don't know how long people will live, and for how long people are gonna be sane. Because I don't know. I don't know what the world looks like actually. So when I become emotional, I think it's just low level emotion, but that's a good meme. See you guys next time.